Have you ever dealt with a narcissist in your life? Now, it could be a human being, could be a person, like family or friends, a company you work for, organization. And if you have dealt with these people, you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You feel sometimes get depressed, unmotivated. You lost hope for yourself because you're always being obedient to those who are narcissists. So a lot of times you just want to give up, or we just complain. There's a lot of different things that we could do that is not helping ourselves to get out of it. Question is, how do you get yourself out of these situations? Well, we got to figure out, first of all, is that what does narcissists do to control us? Well, according to a book called Emotional Blackmail by Susan Forward and Donna Fraser, they say fear, obligation, and guilt is what a narcissist uses to control us. Fear, obligation, and guilt. They coined it as fog. So even though you may know what is the right thing to do, we don't do. And the things that you don't want to do, those things you keep on doing because we are being controlled. And when I first heard that term, it really struck me personally because I often felt like I had nowhere to go. I had no choice but to just follow, giving up my own self in order to please other people. Because I'm from a culture that uses fear, obligation, and guilt by parents to control us. And society does the same thing too. And right now, even in the United States of America, the politics, you can see, they're constantly putting fear in front of us. Some obligation, what we should be doing. Guilt, making us feel guilty about what we're doing and what we're not doing. And they're doing whatever they can, spending millions of dollars, as it seems, to control us through fog. And if you look at the scripture, I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord. And when I read his story and what Paul talks about Jesus Christ, it seems to me that Jesus came to help us to get rid of fog in our lives. Fear. Jesus often said, do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Obligation. Jesus said, my yoke is light and easy, which means he doesn't control us one way or the other. He said his burden is light, and guilt especially. Jesus said he has come to take away the sins of the world so that we will no longer feel guilty of what we have done and not being afraid of the sins that we will commit in the future because he has already forgiven us. It is by grace we are saved, the scripture says.